Guys, welcome to the Homestead. So today we're going to talk about how a lot of these town councilmen, municipality leaders, city officials that come to me in my inbox all the time from viewers who are telling me that their town is limiting or not allowing you to have chickens in your backyard. And one of the things that you see over and over again when these leaders tell you you can't have chickens in your home or in your backyard or on your property, they tell you that it's going to feed the rat and mice population. This is going to create a mouse problem. This is going to create a rodent problem. You see it over and over and over again, which is why I've made the point in previous videos that this has become a talking point by the World Economic Forum and other entities trying to push on the down low to these city councilmen, these community leaders, these whoever's, all the reasons, the talking points about how to convince your community that these chickens, being allowed to produce your own food at your own home, how that's dangerous and could lead to catastrophic disease and spreading of mice and rodents. The next time some idiot shows you that or tells you that as a talking point, show them this video.
Good boy. Oh, get it. Oh, you let the chickens get it. I don't care who gets it as long as someone does.
Because the reality, ladies and gentlemen, is if you feed these chickens properly, they will go feed themselves. If you just do a quick Google search on feral chicken populations in cities, you will find major city after major city after major city, major communities, large communities with feral chicken populations. Nobody's feeding these birds. They're feeding themselves. What are they eating? They're eating anything that moves. That's what chickens do. And so these talking points by being pushed by certain entities that I've talked about previously on my channel down to these small municipal leaders, these community leaders, these town council men and women are meant to dissuade you from growing your own food. Again, because catastrophic things will happen, disease will spread. They're trying to scare you into being less independent and more dependent on them. Because as I've said and shown many times on this channel, these entities, World Economic Forum being primary among them, want you to be dependent on a food system they control. They don't want you growing your own gardens. They don't want you growing your own chickens or raising your own animals for food and protein. No, absolutely not. They want you dependent on them. And the reality is, this main talking point that I see over and over again is just easily defeated. And as I've done other videos in the past, there's always all of you guys, you wonderful people who come into my channel and you leave these comments because you are chicken owners and you do it right. And you know that you have no mice problems on your homestead, or a lot less, because these chickens will root out these things and eat them and tear them apart like the little dinosaurs that they are. Not only that, but I've made the point often in videos in the past that in the wintertime and in the fall when temperatures start to drop, usually you get a lot more insects that come into your house, spiders that come into your house because they're seeking the warmth, that they no longer have outside. And so they come into the house more often in the fall times. If you have chickens and your chickens are on their homestead and they're allowed to free range on your homestead or in your backyard, you have less of that problem. Why? Because chickens eat everything they see. Anything that moves, they will eat it. If it's big enough to get down their gullet, I've seen them eat small snakes, rats, rodents. They will tear it to pieces. I've seen them eat scorpions. They will eat everything. The only thing they really want, some people say they eat ticks, and they do eat ticks, but to a lesser degree. The guineas are the ones that really eat the ticks. So if you have listen, people who have Lyme disease in their communities, especially in the Northeast, because Lyme disease is a big problem up there, Release guineas. Release them into your neighborhoods. Release them into your parks. Release them everywhere. Yes, they're loud and obnoxious, but they will decimate. They will decimate the Lyme disease and the tick population in your communities. Guaranteed, 100%. You know, the solution to most of these things is just so in your face, so natural. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't. But there are people out there who want to make life hard. There really are. And that's why I always, at the end of my videos, talk about my favorite best-selling t-shirt, Stupid Should Hurt. If you want more information on that, you can find the link to that shirt in the description below. If we had more hurt in this world, we'd have an awful lot less stupid. We'd have an awful lot less community leaders disallowing you to grow your backyard chickens. That's what we have. Yeah. All right. Hey, guys, let me talk to you a few minutes about Perfect Pickler, because they are always the sponsors of my videos. PerfectPickler.com. You can find a way to grow your own probiotics. If you're growing eggs or chicken or whatever in your home, have you ever thought about growing your own probiotics at home? Because the antibiotics that you've ever been on have probably wiped out your gut from all the natural things and good things that are supposed to be down there. Well, this is a great way to put them back. Vegetable fermenting is a great way to grow your own probiotics at home for very cheap. It's going to be way cheaper than those stupid pill bottles you buy in the store, and you have no idea how valuable these are anyway. And studies have proven that growing your own probiotics, it's proven. It's not a question anymore. It's proven that if you grow your own probiotics at home, you're going to get much more probiotics, many more strains of probiotics than you will out of those stupid pill bottles. Grow them at home. Make them at home. It's super easy. And right now you should be harvesting maybe some fall cabbage. I know that I got some fall cabbage out there still growing, so I'll be doing that when I get that in. I got some Japanese turnips out there. I can be fermenting that. Still got things in the garden for a little bit while longer that I can be using to grow my own probiotics. I hope you do too. And if you do, you can find all that information, all the kits available at perfectpickler.com. Perfectpickler.com. All right, love you guys. See you next time on the Homestead. Bye. One of the best perks about living off-grid is that I never pay an electric bill. I love being my own power company, but that means when things go wrong, I have to be the one on call. So I try and use reliable components for my power production. For the last couple of years, I have been promoting OUPES solar generators. I've been using them and abusing them, and as it turns out, they are pretty good products. They have power generators for all occasions, and they can be charged by permanent or portable solar panels, as well as AC power. They offer true lithium iron phosphate batteries, and this is important. Recently, a family in my area had a different brand that uses the less stable nickel manganese cobalt, or NMC type batteries. The unit caught fire in the middle of the night. It was a scary situation and it caused damage to the home, but thankfully nobody was hurt. The generator, as you can see, was a total loss. This drives home the point on why it's so important to employ solar generators like the OUPES brand that uses the much more safe and stable technology of lithium iron phosphate, otherwise called LiFePO4. They offer small generators for travel or for powering an entire home and everything in between. These are great backups to have in a medical emergency, or to power a freezer full of your favorite meat products, or as I have shown in past videos, for even backup AC and DC power sources for ham radio communications. If the grid goes down, you're going to be thankful you have one of these units. You can find the link in the description of this video, or click on the banner ad found on the front page of our website at AmericanHomestead.com. Right here, that banner ad right there on AmericanHomestead.com. Hey guys, did you know you can become a patron of an American Homestead? They get access to private videos, and we send them gifts from the homestead that we make here on the homestead. And we also enter our patrons into special giveaways that are only available to them. And before you go, please check out these other great videos. Go ahead, click. I'll wait.